For those of you who don't know, fires continue to ravage through Southern California in the Los Angeles area. There are now currently 5 fires that almost each of them are zero contained. And I'm bringing this up for a couple reasons. One of them, because a lot of you are on my Facebook page that is a lot about the beach, where I do a lot of sand riding, have had that page for years. And I post a lot about when I go to California and I visit my son who lives there. Well, my son and his girlfriend and her father all had to be evacuated. They are part of this community of their homes under the threat of being burned down, fire damage, smoke damage, ash everywhere. They're not allowed to go back into their homes yet, but there certainly are a lot of people in the Altadena area where he lives who are visiting their homes and seeing what's left or what they can do to salvage it. My son and his girlfriend live in the back house, like a lot of families do in California. And the main big house is owned by her father. And during this evacuation, it came on very quick. And a lot of you, again, know who I'm talking about because I always on Instagram and my Facebook page, which are listed below, but if you're interested, but I post about him every time I go to California. Anybody who wants a sand riding name in memory of celebration of Gold Star families, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of those name sand riding photos that I did for you all are from California when I would go down and spend time with him. I would then go to Huntington Beach, Bolsa Chica Beach, some other beaches, Malibu even. Had to evacuate. I will be starting a GoFundMe account for them. I believe it will be started by my sister, one of my sisters, if anybody's interested. Okay, so let's talk about the damage of wildfires, and more specifically, we're back to that question, do masks really help? And today, in fact, in one of my medical journals that I'm subscribed to, I got an article about another lengthy study with thousands of people that proved, yes, that masks do make a difference. Why would we wear them in the operating room? Why would we wear them when we've got TB or other organisms in the air that we don't want to take a risk in breathing in or contracting these illnesses? Or we wear them to protect our patients. The surgeons and the surgery team are wearing them to protect you when you're in the operating room. But I realize that I'm going to explain some things that people still, no matter what, don't believe in, and that's okay. I've learned in my old age that you cannot change people's minds on some things, even if you show them data, even if you prove it to them beyond a shadow of a doubt, it doesn't matter. So that's okay. I'll talk to the ones who are interested in how to wear a mask appropriately and how masks will help you. So I just wanted to give you some updates on this information from the experts, and I will link articles below, as I always do, from the big shots like Mayo Clinic, Johns Hopkins, and others. I will put those articles below and pieces of information that tell you what's happening when you're around wildfire smoke and what happens when you don't wear a mask and you are exposed to it over and over again, and how a mask will help you. Let's jump right into the masks. Okay. If you don't have an N95, I just pulled a couple of them out. I have boxes of N95s. But if you don't have one, put a shirt over your face. Put a t-shirt around your mouth and nose. Anything will be helpful than just breathing in smoke-filled air. But this N95 is good. This is the best you can get. But if this is what you have and you've got some of these around, go ahead and use these. And again, no judgment. If people are out there with t-shirts or bandanas, they're trying, and I appreciate that very much because they know that their health is important and they're doing everything they can to protect their nasal sinus passages and into their lungs. All right. One thing to really remember when putting on a mask is you want to get it high. Don't we all see the people who wear their masks here? And I know it's difficult. It depends on your anatomy because some masks just don't stay up. But one of the keys is wearing it high. Another is if you have any kind of metal around the bridge of the nose, up high, firmly push it down. Okay, so this is how I would wear this. Again, I go straight into pulling it under my chin and getting it as high up as I can. If you wear glasses, even better, because look, your glasses are going to help. So this is what this looks like, and this is how I would wear it. Yeah, it's a pain. I understand. It's not fun to have a little bit of steaming going on, but it's going to protect you. And it could protect the other person when we're talking about illnesses. Take this off. Now, put it in the washing machine, dry it, but don't wear the same one over and over and over again. So back to if it was smoky, you would want the best, if you're able, wear a different mask. If you're around the smoke, because people are going back to their homes and they're checking out, is it still standing? I'm going to drive through my town. And less exposure into that environment, the better. So this is what this one looks like. 2 in a pack. Awesome. Okay, so here's this one. And I see I've got the metal at the top. Here's how I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put the metal at the top, put this around my ears and adjust it right away. Take this, bend it down around my nose. This one is very comfortable. I do like this one a lot. It fits my face perfectly, but I could see how it might be too tight for some people, or these straps might hurt. When I breathe in, it's comfortable. I could wear this a long time and be perfectly fine. Taking it off, again, looping it around. But again, when I'm going to go over this, but when you're outside into these smoky, hazy, terrible, polluting kind of conditions in the environment, less time out is better. All right, so that's what these looked like. Here's the other one. Let me open this. I don't remember what this one was about. KN95 professional mask. Taking this out. Almost identical. Not quite, but almost. Here we are again. Look for that piece, that metal. Start at the top, put it around the ears, adjust it. Tighten it as far at the top as you can. So what are the worst ways to wear a mask? Okay, here's one. Here's another. What's another bad way to wear a mask? Don't we see people wearing their masks like this all the time? They just are talking to you and all kinds of stuff's going on around them, but they've got the mask. Or the ones that have it on, and then as soon as they speak, they pull it down and talk, and you know, this kind of thing. So you got a good seal. You got a good thing going. Don't open it up. Don't open the oven. Don't check on the rice. Just leave it. Just leave your N95 mask on and go do what you need to do. You're protected the best that you can be, but you're not protected if you do something like, you know, this. Okay. Now, we talked about how to wear the masks and what to do if you don't have a mask. Let's talk about a couple other things. I want to read to you from the professional sites. This, again, as all of my videos, it does not come from my opinion. What I tell you is always backed up by science. As I said, these fires continue to ravage through California. My son, his girlfriend, her family are in Altadena. That is the Eaton Canyon fire. That's their fire, not Pacific Palisades, Eaton Canyon fire in Altadena. In most of the fires, like I mentioned, most of them have zero containment. I think one of them, a smaller fire, said 25% contained. That's the only one. Others are zero contained. That means they're still going on. Let's talk about the wildfire smoke again. What can it do to our lungs? All right, so firstly, it can cause pulmonary or lung inflammation. All of this irritation comes from the burning pollutants, metals, fibers, plastics, all that's burning, trees, everything is going up into the air, and these chemicals are what gets into your lungs. These chemicals are what gets into your nasal passages, your sinuses, down your throat, and even into your bloodstream. If you have a pre-existing condition, say COPD, some type of lung disease, asthma, sinus disease, cancer, head and neck, illnesses, please be especially careful, because during these times that are going on right now with these fires, those people are at high risk for exacerbations, just like we say about elderly and so forth. They are at high risk, and an exacerbation just means that your ongoing illness is in an exacerbated state because of the environment around you. So talking about some of the symptoms: headache, blurred vision, eye irritation, wearing eye protection. Another extremely important thing, if possible, if you can, but not everybody's got eye protection and N95s laying around. I understand that. Going to do the best we can in times like emergencies like this by covering up your nose and mouth. Irritation down your throat, asthma, getting worse, coughing, wheezing, even skin irritation, shortness of breath. Those are just some of the symptoms that can occur. Flushing all of this out of your body. Can you really flush out or detox your body? No, your body is amazing at healing. It will take time for your lungs to heal. It is reversible, but in some cases, for some people, it is not reversible if they have lung damage that has occurred. Besides wearing a mask, how else can you protect yourself? Keep your windows closed during the fire and smoke at the peak of this. Once you get back into the place that is your home or your apartment, your condo, use a HEPA filter purifier for the air if you have that. I also was reading that you can turn your air conditioning unit on recirculation, and that will be helpful. If possible, get a professional to help clean the home out of soot, ash, and smoke. Drink water. Use the saline spray to flush things out of your sinuses. And for the love of all things good in the world, please don't smoke cigarettes. Please don't vape. I'm not saying this to be judgmental. I'm saying this because if you've been inhaling smoke, the last thing your body needs is some cigarette smoke, some vaping, inhaling other particles and other chemicals that can contribute to more lung damage. Remember that pets can be affected by smoke as well and have a lot of symptoms that are similar: coughing, difficulty breathing, lethargy. Please see your provider if you need help with any symptoms that occur. This is just information only, educational purposes only. For those of you in California that are out there, please let me know how you're doing. And I wish you all health. If you are in California, I'm thinking about you all. I pray for the community, and I hope that this devastating fire that has spread to other many fires will be over soon. The 100-mile-an-hour winds have died down, but the lack of water, lack of firefighters, quick spread has been ongoing now for days. Take good care, and thank you for watching.